Hey there, planner people. This is Mary with Planner Obsessed Teacher, and today I'm just going to go through my planner stack for 2023 and kind of some of the things that I'm using and some of the things that I've brought back from before. So the first one is I'm going to go through my pocket planner. This is from EC. This is really just kind of my catch-all places I put stuff. Lists that I keep between work and home, and so that way I can kind of just keep up with what's going on. And hang on, let's fix the light. There we go. And it was weird. I was setting it up, and then I got to February and realized that February was actually April twice. And so April and March are in here correctly, but February was nowhere to be seen. So I just doctored it. I ripped a couple of pages out, remarked it. No big deal. It's not meant to be my cutesy pretty planner, and so instead of worrying about getting another one sent to me, I simply just kind of redated it, because as soon as I get through here, you can see where I ripped out a bunch of pages. As soon as I get through this part, then, I'm not going to worry about it anymore. So that's the reason I did that. So this pocket planner, like I said, is just for me to carry back and forth to work. It's basically my sticky note. Instead of writing it on sticky notes, it goes in here, and then I can keep up with it. My second is my Petite Planner Folio. I've brought this back this year. I was in a Moxie Life horizontal, and I was trying to keep everything in that Moxie Life, and it just didn't work. And so I'm bringing this back. And the budget book has always been part of my system. This is my 4th year in this particular type of budget book. I'm not going to show you our numbers, but you can see income, housing, utilities. I believe the car goes here, pets goes here, and then you have savings, food, health, and then we have credit cards, and then just other stuff. I've been using these 3 goals and trying to meet those every month. The pay off the credit card every month is always a big one. I'm keeping some no spend days. I'm going to have a calendar for my no spend days. I'm going to try to keep up with that a little bit more, because we've got some big life changes coming up in the next several months that I want to be budgeting for those changes. The second petite planner I have is actually the Moxie Life Companion Notebook. So this is the first quarter notebook. The actual compass assessment and yearly goals and my word of the year is in another folio. But this has all the information I need for month to month. So I've already filled out my monthly goals here. And I've already worked on my weekly actions. I'm not going to show you those because some of those are a little specific, name-wise, etc. But I'm looking forward to using the companion notebooks. I liked the flagship with the goals with the planner, but I didn't like the horizontal, and their vertical was just not, I like the color. And so I went back to an EC for my vertical with a color in it. And so I'm using this as my goals. And what I'm doing is moving these over into my planner on a weekly basis, so I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Something I am picking up here is the wellness planner, the wellness planner from EC. I'm going to try to keep my pen in there, and so that I can specifically make plans of what's going on. So here's my yoga and what I've had for breakfast and what my plans are for dinner so far. I'm habit tracking just a few things. Other things are innate, trying to go to bed at a certain time, trying to leave work at a certain time, those kind of things. Those are innate, built in already. So I'm not worrying about tracking those. The self-care, that's going to be the one that's going to be the hardest for me to come up with. What am I doing each week for self-care? Then my travel journal. I've been using this. We used this last year, and this is where you can see how messy it got. We originally were supposed to go to Yellowstone, and then Yellowstone flooded a week before we were supposed to leave. We weren't able to actually get to our hotel at Yellowstone, so we canceled that and just flew into the same place and had a great time in Glacier National Park. And then still did everything we were supposed to do, and enjoyed it immensely. So I'm keeping this in the back. Notice it's not filled out yet. There's a couple of things. I was attempting to save money to Go Wild this year, but that's not going to happen. So hopefully next year, but hopefully make some other trips instead. I turn 50 this coming year, so hopefully I can have some interesting vacation planned over the summer. So this is just waiting to be filled out with something else exciting. And then last but not least is my EC Vertical in the color blends. This is the winter surprise box cover that I have on it. I'll probably keep this on through January, but you wouldn't know that because in San Antonio here, it's like 80 degrees outside today on January 2nd. So this is just to remind me that it is cold in other parts of the country. Like I said, I kept my Moxie Life going all year, even though I wasn't really feeling it. I tried to keep it going, but I kept the July, August, September. I kept all of these going. October had a lot of stuff going on, and October just didn't happen. November, got back into it, December, and then January, I picked up where we've actually started using all the days. I've got my calendar for Yoga with Adriene already printed off and ready to go. And then I've got my goals from my Moxie Life written here. My habits I use to keep track of cleaning the house so I can see when I did each one. It's only me and my husband, and so it's not like I'm cleaning up after a bunch of kids or a bunch of pets all the time. We do have a dog and a cat, but you know, they're pretty quiet and they don't mess up a whole bunch of stuff. So this is what I use for my habits. I started in last week in December. I've got January going right here, and so looking forward to getting back into this and stickering and that sort of thing. And so that is my vertical planner. My fun pages that I've added to it, I have books to read. I have states I've been to. So these are my 3 states. I still got to figure out what I'm doing there. I need to get to Alaska at some point. Movies I'm going to see this year. Episodes, notice Jack Ryan's already there. I started it a while back. And then my year in pixels right here. And so I'm adding all these pages back into this vertical planner. I'm looking forward to getting back into it. And so that is my planner stack for 2023, minus the teacher planner that I leave at work because I leave work at work. If you have any comments or questions, just let me know in the comments down below. If you liked it, please like the video and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I promise to try to shoot more videos starting this year. I'm going to try to learn the equipment and get better at editing and those type of things. So let me know what you would like to see this year as far as videos are concerned. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.